I think that's the end of my extra. Yep, just a couple of dribbles. That's not going to be enough. That is definitely not going to be enough. I'm going to have to crack this one open. They were out of extra at the market, so I had to get the next best thing, sweet and creamy. Good morning. You've got Mary Burke Live. Thank you for joining in. Welcome to my live. You've got the real Mary Burke. It is pouring rain out. It's raining cats and dogs. If we listen quietly, we can probably hear the thunder and lightning. So I thought I would turn on the camera, sit down and chat with you. It's a Saturday. It's rainy. It's a good day to stay in. If I could have stayed in bed, I would have, but not in my nature. So, be right there. Okie dokie. Now I can sit down and chat with you. Thanks for joining me in my live today. Like I said, you've got Mary Burke Live. Hi there, Robin. Yes. And Wolf. Good morning, good morning. Thank you for joining in this morning. Oh, I might have to turn a camera. It's like sideways, but that's okay. Kisses from Italy. Thanks for joining in. Sam, thank you for being here. Welcome, everybody. Now, you can certainly... I am at the farm in Lower Alabama. It is pouring cats and dogs out. It has been raining pretty solid for the last 24 hours. I had a brief respite from the rain yesterday, so I went out to go hang a couple of signs on my posts for my gate. So if you've been following me, then you know that I was doing that. I was also cleaning up peas after I gave them to Willow, and Willow did not share her my liking of peas. So yes, that is a rock sugar stick that I am using in my coffee. Correct. That is correct. The coffee has been sitting for a minute, so I don't know if it'll be hot enough to quite melt it, but yes, the rain is really good for my garden, so I am excited about that. So, and somebody asked how you find me. Well, you found me live, so the best thing for you to do is to hit follow or subscribe, like, and then you can always go to my bio and it'll tell you every place that you can find me. So, you know, always make sure to check my profile page, check out my prior posts. Some of the platforms that I'm on have thousands and thousands and thousands of posts. So, do I like cats and dogs? I love cats and dogs. Thank you for that heart hat that I got there. Thank you very much. Good morning, Bowman. Thank you for joining in. Yes, Opus, you can subscribe. Go ahead. Yes, good morning, good morning. Thank you, everybody. Let's see. How long have I been married? Yes, I am married. I have been married for almost 30 years. Yes, 30 years. Good morning, Guru. Good afternoon, Paulo from the UK. Thanks for loving me, Cloud. I appreciate it. All my platforms are worth it, so make sure that you hit follow and subscribe. Thank you for thinking that he's a lucky man, Tim. I happen to agree. Hopefully he does too. Good evening from Blackpool, England. Well, it's good morning. Yes, it is still morning here in Alabama. So, a breath of fresh air. It's going to be a little hard today to get fresh air, considering that it is raining and pouring out all day today. So Rain is in the forecast for the entire day today. Yes, Photos, 30 years. Can you believe someone put up with me for 30 years? Good morning from Texas, Gordo. Thanks for joining in. Yes, Long Island, Matt is here. Thanks for joining in. Tennessee, Tim is in the house. Yes. Spain is in the house. Canada is in. David from Canada is in the house. Thank you for Serbia, Nanad. Yes. Thanks for being here. Louisiana, Curtis is in the house. Eric from Iowa. Yes. Jason from Northeast Alabama. My farm is in Southeast Alabama. Do I want to try something new after 30 years? Oh, I always keep it spicy. Come on. I'm always changing things up. Best from Denmark. Thank you, John. Kentucky. Nice. Thanks for joining in. Yes. Singapore's in the house. Thank you for joining me. Oh, 3 years I saw. Frankfurt, Germany, Patrick. Yes. Cairo, Egypt is in the house, as well as Mark from Colorado. Welcome. Dallas, Texas, John. Let's see. A lot of people are scrolling at the same time, so I will try to keep up. Sorry if I miss you. Thanks for liking my tan. I am outside. When it's not raining, I am out for most of the day, either doing work around the farm, tending to the garden, tending to the animals, working on projects, or just hanging at the new pool. Lowrider is from Kentucky. Thank you for joining in. Let's see. New York, Robert is here. Thank you. Is that as in Manhattan, as in upstate? Curtis from New Jersey. Alto, Texas, Tony. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for joining in. You've got me for my morning coffee chat, rainy day. This has been sitting so long, I probably already need to microwave it. Yeah. Chuck from California or Los Angeles, thank you for joining in. Lumberton, North Carolina is in the house. Let's see. Oh, Mo's from the planet Mars. Excellent. Thanks for, somebody said my work is great. Thank you for liking my content and what I'm putting out there. I try to show you a little bit of what's happening wherever I am, whether I'm traveling. A couple of weeks ago, I was down at the happiest place on earth in Florida, Walt Disney World. And I tried to bring you some tidbits of that. I was stayed at one of the hotels there, and it's a wilderness hotel. And I did get a bunch of comments back, was I in Montana or Utah or something like that. Then they do, Disney does a wonderful job of creating environments that really take you away. So make you feel like you're somewhere else. Lynchburg, Virginia, Daryl, thanks for joining in. Nova Scotia, Canada, Gordy, welcome. Hello, Mario, thanks for joining in. Thanks for thinking that I'm your daily medicine. I like that. And put a smile on your face every day. And you like both of my comments? Thank you. Or contents. City of Denver, have I ever been? I have not been to Denver. So that's another thing. You can shout out where you're from. South Dakota, I have not been there. Cancun, Mexico, I have been there. South Africa, I have not been to South Africa, nor Campbellsport, Wisconsin. So California, I have been to various places throughout California. Yes. Let's see, I started in San Francisco and drove down the coast to San Diego. It took about 2 weeks. Road trip about 26 years ago. Thanks for thinking that you like my smile. I appreciate that. Panama City. All right. Is in Florida? That's not too far away. It's only about 2 hours away. Mary, thanks from Italy. Okay. Thanks for joining in. I have not been to Italy. Have I ever worked with Corey Chase? No, I have not worked with Corey Chase. I do appreciate the comment, the simulation though. Thank you. Salty. Yes. Hi, Salty. Saskatchewan, not Canada. Not what's that one from Grown Ups? Saskatchewan? Portugal. I have not been to Portugal, nor have I been to Saskatchewan, Canada. Yes, Japan I have not been to. No, I have not been to Canada. Ukraine I have not been to. Brazil I've not been to. So there's lots of places I haven't been. Chicago, yes, I've been to Chicago. I have. So I went there for a trade show. Yes, company that I worked for back when I got out of college was doing a trade show out in Chicago. So that has to be 35 years ago now. Yes. Ireland. Yes, I have been to Ireland. I have spent about a month and a half in Dublin. Someone asked if I've been to Boston. Yes, that is my old stomping grounds. I was born and raised in a suburb outside of Boston. So, Ireland. Yes, Ireland. My ancestry is from Ireland and England, Scotland, Wales, and Norway, a little bit in German as well. So, and I did get to visit a bunch of those places. Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Yes, I have been to Fort Lauderdale. I have driven through it a few times on my way to either Key West or Miami. I don't know if you can see the rain through the window, but it is coming down pretty hard. Yes. Someone asked, Gracie asked how old I am. The closest you'll get from me is that I'm in my fantastic 50s. Hello from Greece. I have not been to Greece. I would like to visit the Greek Isles someday. Quebec City in Canada. Yes, I have been to Quebec. Beautiful. A lot of French up there that I don't speak very well. But yes. Melbourne, Australia. I have not been to Australia. I have not been to Nepal. Or Raccoon. Let's see, where is everybody else from? Louisiana. I have been to New Orleans. So that's, I've been to New Orleans. And NOLA. Yeah. España. I have not been to Spain. No, I have not. New Jersey. I have been to the Meadowlands in New Jersey. I once took a college friend to a concert at the Meadowlands. I was her driver. Even back then I liked road trips. Even back when I was in college, I liked road trips. So she wanted to go to a concert. She was home on spring break. She wanted to go to a concert that was the Deadhead, the Deadhead, the Grateful Dead. Yeah, she was a Deadhead. There we go. And she only had tickets for her, but she said that she would pay for my gas, she would pay for food, and she'd pay for the hotel if I drove her. And because I had a car and she didn't. So I did. It was fun. And I could sit in the hallway across the street from the Meadowlands and hear the band. So in essence, I got the concert as well. What's my favorite color? Ooh, that's a good one. I tend to be drawn to gem tones. So deep purples, royal blues, emerald greens, ruby reds, those colors. And then sometimes I like the pales, sapphire blues, or aquamarine, but the bright aquamarine, not the pale, real bright aquamarine colors, teals and fuchsias. So those, I tend to be drawn to those. Great question, thank you. Have I ever been to Iceland? No. I understand it's green in Iceland and icy in Greenland, and I've never been to either place. Have I ever tried Indian food? Well, I've had food with curry in it, and but I don't know that I've actually been to an Indian restaurant. Thank you for thinking I have pretty nails. These nails are courtesy of Tony at Tampa Nails on Cypress. Yes, Tony at Tampa Nails at Cypress does a fantastic job. Alabama, not so good. I've gone to about half dozen places here in Alabama, and they cannot do my nails the way that Tony can do them. So, kudos to Tony at Tampa Nails. Brooklyn, New York, thank you for joining in. I have been driven through Brooklyn, and I have stayed in Manhattan, but I have not crossed, really, I think I've crossed the bridge to drive over there, but I haven't spent any time in Brooklyn. So that is one of my things next time I go back to the city, which is only when it's warm weather. I don't go to the city, New York City, in cold weather, so you won't see me there. You won't see me any place where it's cold most of the time. So, have I ever been to the planet Mars? No, afraid not. My feet stay firmly attached to the ground other than an airplane or a helicopter. I did take a helicopter ride at Las Vegas. I was out in Las Vegas, and I got to do a tour where it was a 45-minute helicopter ride going over the Hoover Dam, some of the exclusive neighborhoods, then heading on over into the Grand Canyon. Then from there, having a hike and a little bit of a luncheon, and getting, you could see the river way down below you, but you land in a mesa or plateau or whatever in the Grand Canyon, and I think that was Arizona, and then you fly out and come back. It was a fantastic trip. I definitely recommend it to anybody. It is a bit pricey, but if you're looking for that one in a lifetime experience while you're in Las Vegas, I definitely recommend it. Brooklyn is the best borough. All right, thanks, Joe, for putting that in there. I will look into it. Thank you for liking my necklace. This is actually something that I made myself. I had a design that I wanted, and I went to a couple of jewelers, and they wouldn't make it for me. So I took a necklace that I liked, the paperclip link. I purchased the carabiner, I never say that correctly. I purchased that separately, and then originally I had a bracelet that was just the same gauge, 18 karat gold as this was, and it had the clasp at the end and had a dangle. So I clipped off the other side of it and let the bracelet part hang down, and then I could add my charms to that. That has subsequently gotten caught on a few things, so now I just, whatever charm I want to put on there, I just open the carabiner and put the charm in there. Right now it's a wind rose, so if you're wondering what that is, a rose compass, it's called, nautical compass. What shirt do I have on under my overalls? It is a cow shirt. It's a cow cami, yes. So there is my cow cami under my shirt. Under my overalls. So yes, there we go. Since I couldn't be outside today, I brought the outside in. Thank you for thinking I look amazing, Ronnie. I appreciate that. Welcome to my live. You've got Mary Burke Live, and this is the account that you should hit follow, like, subscribe, join, share, all of the above, gift. So, do I own horses? No, not presently. I don't own any horses, and the reason for that, I love horses and I like to trail ride. However, I don't have any formal training in it. As well, and that's not the be all end all. But horses take a certain amount of maintenance every single day that I cannot dedicate myself to at the moment. So they take several hours of me getting to know them and brushing them and walking them and riding them and everything. And I would love to do that. I would absolutely love to do that. I just don't have the time right now to do that. So somewhere down the road, there is the possibility that I will get horses, but do I speak Arabic? No, I definitely do not. I might know a little Yiddish here and there, but other than that, I do not know any Arabic. Can you see the shirt without the overalls? If I drop the bib, you can see that it's a camisole. So there you go. But there's without the bib, there's with the bib. Let's see. Hi, Rich. Thanks for joining in. Ox. How's the garden from Frank? Loving the garden. The garden is going fantastically well. Seattle has chimed in. Thank you so much for chiming in, Casey. I have been able to harvest buttercrunch lettuce, romaine lettuce daily. So my salad is taken care of. Every other day, I'm able to harvest a few of my cherry tomatoes. Everything is flowering pretty much. I have crooked neck yellow summer squash that is probably about there. Oh, this I have right here, this jalapeno that I was able to harvest from the garden, which it's now ripe enough. I will use it tonight, but otherwise I have to put it in the fridge to preserve it. So then let's see, I have green peppers, red baby peppers. Both of those are, they're about that big-ish. But the red peppers are green, so I know that they're not ready to be harvested yet. In addition to that, I have, let's see, my green beans are sprouting. Oh my goodness, they're the cutest little things. They're like a little inchworm or something. They're so fine and thin and only about an inch long, or about a half inch long. They're the cutest little things. I did harvest a pea pod from the garden the other day. Those are coming along swimmingly. So yes, my peas, I like the peas. The peas are doing well. My zucchini is flowering, but I think I only see one zucchini so far. Then my cucumbers are flowering like crazy. The watermelon is just spreading out. I have one watermelon at the front of each of two aisles, and then I have a whole row that is all watermelon, and it is just mounding up everywhere. No flowers yet, though, for that. Let's see, what else is going on in the garden? My carrots are taking. I think the ground is too hard for the carrots. It's not the right type of soil for carrots. So we'll see if I get any carrots out of that, but they're not liking it. What did I forget? Oh, and my corn. I have 2 rows of corn. The back row is a triple crown corn, and that is not taking as well. I probably only have about 4 shoots of that, or 4 stems of that. And then my row of bantam corn, I probably have 15 stalks of that. So I'm excited to see what type of corn I get. Do I have any pets? And what pets would I want? I have my pet Stella. Stella, you want to come say hi? Come here, Stella. No, she doesn't like rainy days either. She's laying on the couch, just rolled over and gave me her belly and said, I'm not moving from here. I am nice and snuggy warm. So she is a rat terrier and Chihuahua mix. She has a look to her like a Jack Russell, but she's not Jack Russell. Let's see. Yes, the garden is going great. So, can I do a raised bed? The mounds that I plant them in are raised. It is a large garden, so I was able to actually raise each one. So each one of the aisles is not flat. It's on, a foot high mound. So I gave it plenty of room. It's just the soil in Alabama, even though I mixed it with peat moss and plant food and topsoil, it's still a tough soil to grow in. So Rich would like a shout out. So thanks for joining me, Rich. What sort of fertilizer do I use? I use Miracle Grow's plant food. There's a green one that I'm using. I have also put in the performance one, the black tub with a gold lettering on it. For my azaleas, I also have blackberries. I picked a blueberry again. I have this tiny little blueberry bush. It is just a couple of sprigs. It's not really a bush. But it keeps producing 1 or 2 blueberries a week, so I'll take it. I have 2 blackberry vines, 2 raspberry vines, and they've all flowered, and I can see that they are starting to develop their berries. And then I do have a cluster of grapes. They're very green. They're supposed to be red grapes, so I have to look up. I haven't looked up anything about Catawba red grapes. I don't know what they're good for, but thanks. Let's see. Thanks for joining in. You should join. Hit subscribe, like, follow. You've got the Mary Burke Live, and then once you follow me, you can be updated on my daily events. I try to include you and let you see some of the funnier things that I encounter throughout the day here at the farm or wherever I may be traveling. I try to, again, give you a glimpse into my life and what I'm doing. I have not hung the heavy bags. If you've been following me, then you know that I built a podium or a stand, a heavy bag stand, so that I can hang 2 heavy bags. And then I also have, I could show you. I also have purchased, hold on, I'll be right back. I haven't even opened it yet. This is gonna go up on, like how I get my boxes from, crushed boxes from Amazon. Hold on, I need a knife. Where are my knives? There's one, I got it. So let's open it. This is going to be my pull-up bar. Oh, it's brand new. I haven't even taken the plastic off. There you go. Peel this back for you. Maybe. All right. And there is a multi-grip pull-up bar that I will also be installing on that heavy bag podium. So this, I got it from Amazon so that you can do wide grip, close grip, ball grip, and you could pull up to the front or to the rear. That's why it has this head spacer in the middle, so it gives you room so that when you're doing it, you can either pull up to the front or to the back. So anyways, or just hang. Let me pull that off the end. It doesn't want to come off. Hold on. I'm still pulling it. Nope. It's a little tight around the end there. I'll have to cut it. I'll have to cut the plastic. Boy, that's a little tight. There we go. That's whew. All right. So here it is. Trash them over there. So there is the pull-up bar that I will be installing, as well as my heavy bags. So that's going to go there. And I also got a cable system. I don't know if it will be in the same location or a different location, but that's pretty much it. That. Okay. And so that'll hang on the crossbar above it. Oh, that reminds me, I do have to get some jump boxes, because in order for me to get up to where I have that crossbar and to hang the pull-up bar, I will need a step up. And I thought, instead of, just getting a ladder or something like that, I'd actually get the jump boxes so that I could continue that workout that way. So it is sturdy. That is a sturdy, heavy duty, solid pull-up bar. There is, yeah, that's solid. And I like that you could do multiple grips with it. You can do the close grip, the wide grip, and a ball grip. You can just grab the end of the balls and try to do the pull-ups. So for people that like climbing, rock climbing or anything like that, that's also a good finger dexterity in there. Oh, what's the game behind me? Someone's asking about this back here. This is from Motor City Barrels. They're out of Detroit, and they take a whiskey barrel and they do all sorts of stuff with it. But what I had them do was put a gaming system in the top of it. It comes with a glass ring that you put over the top, so you can put your beverage or what have you on top of it. And it has all the classic arcade games back from the early days, Pac-Man, Junior Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, all the originals that, Nintendo did a thing a while back or so. They did also incorporated that into one of their gaming systems, but it took all the games. There's a airplane game, 1942. There's Asteroids, Centipede, Millipede, Frogger. They're all on there. So thank you for being here. I appreciate each one of... You have beginner English, Brian? That's okay. Sometimes I feel like I have beginner English as well. So my coffee is now cold. So let me put the coffee in the microwave. I'll be right back. So you stay tuned, okay? Be right there. I'm just gonna plop it in for 30 seconds and I will be back. Actually, I'll put it in for a minute. There we go. Start. No. Stop. There we go. All right. So you've got me in the kitchen of the bunkhouse. The bunkhouse has been completely renovated. I spent, I'm on year 2 of being exclusively at the farm. Before that, I only came up here part-time. So starting last year, thank you, Jose, for the roses. I do appreciate those. If you hit follow and subscribe, join, you can go to my profile and find all the platforms that I am on, all the approved ones. There's so many fake Marys out there. So, so there you have it. Tony is from Spain, thank you. Juice Jones, thank you for 8 roses. I do appreciate the roses. Yes. How old am I? Fantastic 50s Club. That's as close as you get. Rich kid? Okay. Rich kid. I'm sorry. I was just saying rich, but I guess it's rich kid. I still didn't catch the last name. You're my farm and Belushi's farm? You like those 2 farms? He grows a completely different product than I do. Keenan, okay, Rich Kid Keenan. I finally got the whole name. Well, thanks for joining in. RM Phil? RM Phil, Jacksonville. Yes, Jacksonville. Northeast Florida. Yes. Let's see. That's in French. I'm not going to be able to read French or Spanish. Thank you for I'm so honored to be your favorite. Thank you, Rich, for thinking I'm the best. I appreciate that. Oops, somebody else just asked for a shout out, but I missed the name. Good morning, Jesse. Good morning. Best greetings from the Flan. That's all I got. Then it ran away. Why is there an egg in the bowl? Oh, well, there's 2 eggs actually. And I went out and collected the 2 eggs from the chickens that I have here at the farm. So thanks for being a huge fan and loving my content. I'd love to give you a shout out, but I missed your name. I can't see it. Is it Sydney? So these are from my chickens. I have a half dozen chickens and I get between 4 and 6 eggs a day. I do have 3 youngins. They're not of egg laying age yet. Bye, Rich Kid. Keenan, thanks for joining me today. I'm really 64? No, I'm in my 50s. I'd look hella good for 64, that's for sure. What do I do for a living? Well, you're looking at it now. I am a social media content creator. But prior to that, I spent 30 years in the financial industry. So, yes. I still do some consulting work for some lawyers that I know in some forensic accounting stuff. But for the most part, I just am a social content creator. Shout out Blue Eastern. Okay. I'm trying to read it as it scrolls by, so forgive me if I stop mid-sentence. I'm trying to give. Is that a cow print? Yes, I have a cow print top on. Correct. Ron, thank you. I appreciate it. Lucas asks if I have a boyfriend. Well, if I have a boyfriend, I'd have to discuss it with my husband now, wouldn't I? Shout out to the dragon. All right, dragon, your shout out. Thanks for liking my smile. Everybody's liking the green that I'm wearing, so thank you for liking the green. Yes, I have to go get my coffee. Thanks for the reminder. I will be back. So I was going to start, since it's raining today, I was going to start on a new latch hook. If you haven't watched me at all, I do some arts and crafts, and one of the things that I do is a latch hook. I don't use this hook though. This hook is flimsy. I use a much sturdier bulbous, the rod's thicker, curved, all the things that I like about a hook, and not this one is just cheap. So I was going to do a green flower one, but I haven't, but I'm going to set that aside. That'll be an upcoming project when I have time, when I have downtime. Usually when I watch TV at night, I sit down and work on it. Sometimes I do it while I am here. Thanks, Charles, for always enjoying my shows. Yeah, hopefully that you are subscribed and you like or join or follow. There you go. Those are all I think the right ones. Been following me for a while, Phil. I appreciate that. Me and the farm. I appreciate that. So, are brown eggs better than local eggs? Are brown eggs better than white eggs? Ask somebody. I will tell you the eggs that I get from, I don't have any white eggs. I don't get any white eggs. I only get brown eggs from my chickens. And I grew up with the saying, brown eggs are local eggs and local eggs are fresh. I don't know why, that always sticks in my head. But I will tell you, these are the freshest, most delicious eggs I've ever had. So their yolks are almost orange and so flavorful. They are a deep, bright yellow. So, and if you want to know, again, you should follow or subscribe and check out my profile, so that way you can see all the different platforms that I'm on. So, thanks for thinking that my husband is lucky, man. I appreciate that. I think he thinks he's lucky too. I tend to be lucky as well. Good morning, Sean. Thanks for joining in. Let's see who else is here. You can let me know where you're from. If you write to me in another language, I'm not going to know what you're saying, but that's okay. Hello, Herbies from France. All right, I did go to France. I did get to go to Bordeaux and Paris. Florida, yes, I have a property in Florida. I visit Florida regularly, and I also have the property here in Alabama. Good morning, Kelly King. Good morning, Massimo. No, my husband's not lucky, Robert. Hi from Italy. Thanks for being here. Poland is in the house. Let's see. Am I American? Yes, I am American. Hanging out near the beach? Like it, like it. Barcelona. Love it. Baltimore, Maryland. Is that Mrs. Pac-Man in the back? Yes. I have Pac-Man, Mrs. Pac-Man, Junior Pac-Man, Donkey Kong Jr., Donkey Kong 3. They're all in there. Mount Air, North Carolina is in the house. Russia Federation is in the house. Germany's in the house. Yes. Rhode Island is in the house. Excellent. Brazil is in the house. Good morning. Germany is in the house. Again, we got a different area of Germany. Morning from Greece and New York City. South Africa. Northern California. North Pennsylvania, Oklahoma, Maryland, London, the Bahamas, Missouri City, Texas. Lots around the country. Michigan, Florida in the house. Kentucky's in the house. Thank you so much for joining in. Mayberry, I need to go to Mayberry. India's in the house. Switzerland's in the house. India, Texas, Hong Kong, Russia, all around the world. Thank you for joining me this morning. Massachusetts in the house. Australia. Yes, what part of Massachusetts? I was born and raised in Massachusetts. That's the northeastern part of me. Then 20 years ago, relocated to Florida and call that home. Lebanon, UK. Thanks for thinking I'm looking awesome. Arizona, South Dakota, Georgia in the house, North Korea, British Columbia, Norway. I am 4%. My ancestry says I'm 4% Norwegian. Vietnam, Atlanta, Georgia, Dubai, Virginia Beach, upstate New York. Upstate New York is beautiful, but it's also very cold. Argentina, bonjour. That's about all I know in French. Bonjour, bonne nuit. From the Ukraine, Texas, Moscow, Czechoslovakia, Africa, South Carolina. If you give me the flags, I'm not gonna know. Los Angeles, Tanzania, Africa. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for thinking I have a pretty nose. East Texas is in the house. Northwest Florida. Brazil, Moscow, Idaho, East Germany, Malaysia, Brooksville. No, not Brooksville, Boobsville. Wisconsin. You need the barrel with the arcade? Yes, that is for Motor City Barrels. Motor City Barrels out of Detroit. Do a fantastic job. Brazil, gotcha. Liverpool, UK, Norway, Yugoslavia. I've been to London, Birmingham, and Sheffield in England, as well as Aberdeen, Scotland, and Dublin, Ireland. So I think that takes care of my UK. Soviet Union, I have not been there. Saskatchewan, Canada, I have not been there. Arkansas, I haven't been there. Does my family ranch or farm? No, I'm the only one in the family that does that. I did, when I was growing up, my father always had a small garden. So yes, the family had a small garden, but more like a city garden than anything. Austria, Hungary. Now I have been to Hungary. I have been to Budapest. I have not been to Norway. I went to the wrong address. I'm sorry to hear that your soulmate went to the wrong address. Yes, it was a very small garden. Yeah, but back then, we did. I know that there were green beans, yellow beans, butternut squash, pumpkin, carrots, tomatoes, summer squash. All those were in the garden that I grew up with. So it's taken me a long time to get back and be able to garden again, but yes. Emmy from Italy, thank you for joining in. Yes. I gotta go to Norway? Alrighty. Well, I have been on for a bit now. I was only gonna come on for about a half hour, and I've been on for about 50 minutes now. It is gonna be time for me to wrap this up because I am gonna go live on another platform. So I do want to, yeah, the first time that you're on a live stream? Excellent. Thank you for joining me. Happy to be your first. So yes, I will be jumping off now, and I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend, as well as the rest of the weekend, as well as the rest of the day. Here it is rainy. The rain has slowed. It's not pouring anymore. It is drizzling outside. So, but it is a perfect day to stay inside, snuggle up on the couch, and watch a movie. So what movie should I watch? All right, everybody. I'll let you know what movie I picked. And the last one that I saw that was any good, Anyone But You. That was cute. I think that has that Sydney Sweeney in it and Glenn Powell, maybe. It was cute. I liked it. So, I do appreciate you being here. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of your weekend. So, um, have a great weekend, and I'll be live again soon. So just make sure you hit follow, like, subscribe, join, because you'll get updates on all that I'm up to, and you'll be following the real Mary Burke. So there's so many fakes out there. I'm happy that you caught me live. All right, I will be chatting with you soon. Thanks again.